Hi boys and girls, my name is Miss Lisa. We are here at the Fayette County Public Library today with the Crafty Corner. Today we are going to be making a Christmas tree sun catcher. You can hang it up in the window and the sun will just go through the tissue paper and make it look so beautiful. Remember that I have packets for you here at the library so you can come in and get everything that you need. The template for this is on our webpage so you can print it out at home. If you have tissue paper, that's about all you need. You need a scissors and some glue stick and some marker, and that's all we need. Okay, and so this is a really simple craft that turns out to be really beautiful. So let's open up our packet and see what we have in here. In our packet, you are going to have a variety of different colored tissue paper, and you are going to have two of the exact same picture. Now it's important that you have two of them because you need a front and a back. Okay, so you'll see here that we are going to actually glue it together. You have a front and a back. So then our first step will be to go ahead and color the star. Okay, so I'm just going to take a bright yellow and color the star on both sides of my paper, both pieces of my template. Now, not all Christmas trees have a star on them. Some people put angels or other things on the top of the tree, but this one has a little star. The other thing you need to do with your marker is go ahead and color the tree trunk. Okay, so we're just going to take our marker and try to make some nice bold strokes so that the lines go all the same direction. And with a tree trunk, we want to try to go down so it looks like the tree is growing down into the ground. And remember, you need to do this on both trees because this can spin. If you don't have it hanging up next to a window somewhere, it can spin around. Now, since that's done, we need to have the tree part cut out. The easiest way to do that is to bend your paper. Don't crease it totally, but bend the paper and just cut a little bit with your scissors. You just want to make a hole on the inside of that tree, and then just wiggle yourself around so that you cut out that tree shape. Okay, however you can do it, whatever side you want to start on, it doesn't matter. You could also take your scissors and just sort of poke through onto the carpet or something soft. But you need to be able to get your scissors on the inside of that shape. So we're going to cut the inside of the tree out. There we go. We almost have this one done. And in order for the sun to be able to shine through, you know we need to cut both sides of it. So I have one almost done. I'm having a hard time getting that last little bit up there. Let me see if I can pull that out of there. There we go. So that is that empty space of the tree. We need to do the same thing for this one. So I'm just going to fold it, give it a little cut. And I'm just going to come on over here to the right-hand side. Just cut that inside of the tree out. Boys and girls, if you can't cut real well, make sure a parent will help you. Okay, however you do it, I'm sort of going all crookedy on this one. As long as you get that paper out from the inside, that's what you want, because we're going to want to make it beautiful. All different colors. Okay, so I'm almost done here. Sometimes I'm taking my scissors up underneath the shape. And sometimes that's an easier way to cut as well. The hard part's up here at the top. Make sure that you don't cut into your star. Alright. Oops, looks like I'm missing a little spot there. I want that. I don't want any of that white space on the inside to be there at all. We want to cut it all out. Okay, so now you have your two trees, and if you put them back to back, okay, you'll be able to match that up. Now we need to put all of our colors inside there. Okay, so we're going to just take one of our trees and lay them face down so you can't see the star or the stem. And then you're going to take your tissue paper. Now, we want tissue paper to go across this area. And you don't have to cut it. You can just tear it. So we're just going to tear little strips of paper. You want it to be different odd, shapes as you go across your tree. For the gluing, you're just going to want to put the glue down the side of that shape. So my first is going to go right here. So we're going to have green at the top of the tree. You can make a pattern if you want to, or you can just make it whatever colors you want. So now I overlapped that just a little bit. Let's see, I like yellow. Let's get a little thing of yellow. And is it long enough? Yep, it is long enough. You don't need it as long as I cut these. I tore those. Let's have a little blue here. The further down you get, the longer your strips are going to have to be. And the skinnier you make it, the more colors you're going to have. So, and that one's too long, so I'll tear a little bit of that off. Okay. And we're just going to keep on going all the way down. Let's see, I haven't had pink yet. Stuck to my finger. There, let's tear a piece of pink off. Lay it under the blue. Now, do you think I should go through a pattern? Let's go ahead and go back. We'll go ahead and make some green. Okay. That's really too long. Lay that down. Now, I'm not promising that you'll have the exact same colors I have in your packet, but you will have 4 to 5 different colors that you can, play around with and decide what kind of beautiful Christmas tree you're going to make. So next, I'm going to put the orange in there. And you'll notice that I put the little wavy line down, as you sort of want it to look that way. Oh, you know what? We haven't used any red. Let's put a little red under the orange. I'm just going to tear the paper here and lay it across here. All right. So I guess I'm not making a pattern after all, since I stuck that red in there. Let's go ahead. We need to have a long strip of yellow because we're almost near the end, aren't we? So we're going to put our yellow on next. And then we'll go ahead and see if my blue is even long enough. Oh, just barely, if I can get it all the way across. So you might want to measure to make sure your strips are long enough. And I am not tearing that very straight. I don't think I'm going to be able to use blue. Let's see. Maybe I get all the way across. Is it going to work? Oh, just barely. All right. Just make sure that you get those both ends glued down. So after the blue, we used pink, and I've got plenty of pink, so I guess I'll tear from the long end here. Just make a nice big strip and just finish it off. Okay. So now you can see that there's our Christmas tree with all of its different squiggly layers. Now, we're going to want to put this backing on it. Now, the two trees aren't going to line up exactly, so you can't put paper on paper. So you're going to have to match up where the tree is, and then we're going to cut around our outside shape. So it's already sticky a little bit from where we had put the glue for the tissue paper. So let's add some more glue here. And we'll measure this exactly so that this shape is right on top of this other shape. All right. We'll just press it down so the glue sticks everywhere. Okay, so now you can see that it's hanging off a little bit. Now what I did with my other one, the one I made before, was I sort of curved the edges so that it gives it a nice little bit of a rounded shape, sort of round it off up here at the top. You don't have to do that, but it is one way to make it look a little nicer than having the big square edges. So I'm just going to come in here and curve that. All right, I'm a little picky. I don't want that square corner showing there. Okay, so now in order to hang this, you could just put tape on the one side if you want to put it right onto the window. Or you can take your hole puncher. If you don't have a hole puncher, you can always use some scissors, or mom and dad can use some scissors to punch down into there. So you'll want to make a hole near the top of the star. Take a piece of yarn or string, whatever you have available. Tie a little knot. And then this way you can hang it, you know, up on the door or a doorknob or whatever you have. You have a place to hang it. And there we go, boys and girls. What do you think? This is a beautiful Christmas tree sun catcher. Now, boys and girls, I'm going to be taking a couple weeks vacation because it is holiday season. And I will be back in January with more crafts. But just because I'm taking a break from doing these videos doesn't mean that the library is not going to have fun things for you to do. On our make and take our table, I am going to have lots of different crafts for you to come in and get. And so come on in and see us, grab the Christmas tree and the other crafts that we have, and have a wonderful winter break making crafts. And I'll see you back in 2021. Bye now.